Here's what I wrote right now. Check it out.
So much to exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's just it's like you just somehow you gotta repeat what you've already said. All right, very good. We should need that. We do need this screenshot, so doing great. Um, let me grab the next thing here. Uh, all right, so then six. All right, man, paused at the tree. Okay, so we got to. This is yet another simulation here. We're gonna go back to this. Paste a screenshot of your simulation showing the man paused at the tree into your document, then answer each of the three questions. So here it says, we're starting at the origin. He walks at the speed of 2 meters per second. How long will it take him to get to the tree? Um, we're going to go back to the simulation. This is a little weird. All right, here we go. I'm going to reset everything. All right, so he is currently, let me just read it time. One more time. It says, if our man starts at the origin and walks at the speed of 2 meters per second, so he's got to go left this time. All right. The tree is 8 meters away. He's moving 2 meters per second. How long do you think it'll take him to reach there?
He's mean 2 meters per second. I think it would take him like 6 seconds.
So in 1 second, he's gone 2 meters. In 2 seconds, he's gone 4 meters. Do you want to update your answer?
Oh, sorry. I think he's gone 4 meters. 4 meters.
So he's going 2 meters per second. That literally means you're going 2 meters in 1 second, and then you go another 2 meters in 1 second, and so on. So how long do you think it'll take him to reach the tree?
4 seconds.
4 seconds. There you go. Better answer. So so we're gonna hit play here.
That's what I meant instead of 4 meters. I just said meters by accident. I meant
That's fine. Here, let's see. He's moving, he's moving, he's moving, he's moving, he's moving. Hmm, There he is. He's there. Okay, so we're gonna grab a screenshot of this, paste it in the document. Okay, now we're going to be able to answer some questions. Actually, I think you can actually do this in the chat. It's very similar to what we did before. Let me drop this in the chat. How long did you calculate it would take the man to reach the tree? You told me 4 seconds. Does this agree with the simulation? Yes, it does. Would you type that up for us, please?
yes. Okay, I just finished typing it.
Perfect. All right, so just copied that in. Now I want you to look at the slope here, or this line right here. How does this compare to the when we went to the house?
When we went to the house, it took him like also 4 seconds, did it not?
Yeah, but we're talking about the slope of um so let me show you, let me get the guy back to the origin. Okay, so I'm gonna hit play. Okay,
It took him 12
so
seconds.
well, he started at 4, so it only took eight seconds to get there. What do you notice the difference about the slopes of these lines? This one my cursor is on, and then this one over here.
It has like a little bit, it has like a curve. I don't, not a curve.
Like if you were skating to the right, what would this one be like if you're on this blue line? Like imagine you're physically on it, what would happen?
Um, I think I would, I don't know actually.
All right, well, think of it as
I-
a ramp. It's a ramp and you're in a wheelchair. What would happen?
you would go down
Okay.
super
And
duper fast.
what about on the right? What would be the difference here?
You're going
You're going to the
uphill.
right. You're going uphill. So one's downhill, one's uphill. That's the big difference. Now let's take
Okay.
the red line here. Where is this red line in relation to zero? Here's zero. Here's the red line. Where is it in relation to zero?
It's in relation to zero when
Or
it moves
relative to
up
zero? Relative to the zero? Where is it? Where is the red line?
on it's on so at first it's at negative
That's right.
one
It's negative. And then where is it relative to zero?
when it goes up just like a tiny bit
But
because
so
you
I'm looking for words like above and below.
when it goes like above to the little dotted lines,
Okay. In this region on the left, is it above or below zero?
it's below zero.
And how about in this next region? Is it above or
It's
below zero?
above zero.
Okay. So that's what they're trying to get you to see. It has negative velocity, then positive velocity. All right. So that the next question is asking you to basically answer that. Here's the question. I'll put it in the chat here. See if I get to the chat open. So you'll see the question says, how is the slope of the velocity plot different than the previous simulations? So they're basically asking you to compare these two red lines.
Should I say that like for the velocity of the slope, it started to, oh, it did it curve? I don't think it did. It went,
Not
should I say it
curve.
went, oh, it, because it started to curve.
You just have to say things like
And it,
above or
like, can I
below
say,
zero, negative,
yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant as
positive.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. Can you give me a second? My dog's
Yeah,
scratching at my door. I don't
of
know
course, yeah,
what he
of
wants.
course.
He wanted me to let him in, I guess. Now he's chilling on my bed.
A
Alright,
moment.
yo. I expect my dog now to be sleeping on here on my bed because I cannot scratch him because I know how much he likes to be scratched. Alright, I just sent you what I wrote.
All right, let me take a look. Okay, so all right, so the velocity of the slope is different. Okay, so let's just start by saying the velocity is different in the two simulations. Okay. All right, so just tell me verbally, and I guess so tell me right here, this red, what is the velocity here? Is it positive or negative in this
It's
area of the
negative.
curve? Negative. So we'll say um, uh, uh, when the man is moving left, the velocity is negative. When the man is moving right, so now when the man is moving right, what is the velocity positive or negative here?
It's positive.
Positive. All right. So that answers the questions there. Okay. Any thoughts on that? Questions on that?
Nope.
All right. So the next problem here, it says to place the screenshot of your simulation. So now the man is starting at home. He's actually at the home, the house, and he he wants to get to the tree. So he's trying to get to the tree over here. So we're going to reset all. But we're going to start him there. Since he's moving left, is his velocity positive or negative?
Negative.
It is negative. And it tells us here that his velocity is 2, or speed is 2, but we know it's negative. Okay. So how far does he have to travel? How far is it to the tree from him?
Like 16 meters.
So how long do you think it'll take for him to reach the
Um,
tree?
how many meters per second is he going?
2.
Uh, I think he'll reach it in 14 seconds?
So every second he goes 2 meters. So 1 second he'll be at 16. Then 2 seconds he'll be at 4, and so on. So at a minimum, you could just count. Uh, you could also do a calculation, but 14 is way too many.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it would be 4. I was counting by twos, like 2 meters per second. And I just went like 2, 4, 6, 8, like that.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you get why I thought it was 14 because I did it like that?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be one of the multiple choice answers. That's it. But
But it's the incorrect multiple choice answer.
right. And sometimes they're designed that way to be deceptive with it. So another way
Okay.
to do it is figure out how long it'll take him to get back to the origin and then double that since the tree is 8 meters away from the origin.
Okay, let's see. Okay, if it's not 14 seconds, then I'm gonna assume that it's 10 seconds.
Nope. How long does it take him to get to the origin? He's moving 2 meters per second. So in 1 second, he's at the sixth.
Oh yeah.
So use that to see how long it's going to take him to get to 0 meters.
Okay, so it's gonna take him 4 seconds to get to 0, and then it's gonna take another
Right.
4 seconds to get to the tree.
There you go. So it should happen in 8 seconds. Let's watch. Let's see if he hits the origin in 4 seconds. He's about to get there. And boom, perfect. All right, there he is. All right, I'm gonna grab a screenshot of this because your teacher requires that. All right. So here's the first question. I dropped this in the chat. And you've already answered this a bunch of times in the other ones, so just use the same wording that it matches your.
Sorry, my dog is a little crazy guy. He does not
Oh,
know what he wants. So let me just answer this question and then I'll figure out what to do with him. Okay, I just typed it in the chat.
Take a look. All right, yeah, that's the way you wrote the other ones, so I like it. All right, next question, which you've already answered, but you got to just put it into a full sentence here. It says, what distance did the man walk? I'm going to put that in the chat, but if you just answer that in a full sentence, please.
What distance did the man walk? Like, do you mean like meters per second?
Nope. How far did he walk?
He walked eight
Distance is in
seconds.
meters. That's time.
Oh, he walks. Oh, right, 16 meters. I just typed that in the chat.
All right, so the next question here, it's a little bit odd. I think what is the final displacement of the man? Basically, they want to know how far is he from where he started, which it's the same answers before, but you might add the words like his displacement.
Like, what do you mean by displacement? Like, that he's not like directly aligned with the tree, or like,
No, just displacement's just another word they use. It doesn't really fit in this context, but uh so just give me another sentence that basically says the displacement of the man is 16 meters.
all right, I just wrote that with the displacement of the man is 16 meters.
Perfect. All right. Sometimes you gotta just do what it is that they or all right, take a look at the following plot. All right. All right, so this is gonna be the most important, and there's more. All right, we are almost done with it, but there is more. All right. Just nipping this into the other screen. The good news though, again, is that once we're done with this, you don't have to do anything on your own. All right, let me go share the other screen. Okay. So there are it says describe the motion and location of the man for each of the 6 main sections of the plot. Okay, so section 1, I guess I'll highlight section 1. This is section 1 right here. So you want to talk about where he started and where he ended. Okay, so for example, what is his position? What's the Y value where he started?
He started at 0,
Okay, and he ended at, I know it's hard to see. I'm gonna say like, uh, boy, zoom
3,
in on the,
2.5. I don't know.
yeah, it's really hard to see. We'll say 2, 2.5, 3, anywhere in there is fine. Um, so give me, sentence just says he started at 0 and we have to describe whether he went left or right. Since it's positive, he went right. So you'd say he went to the right, 2 or 2.5 meters.
He went to, so you want me to say he went to the right 2 or 5 meters?
You have to talk about the start and the stop, and then you have to indicate direction. So you have to say left versus right.
All right, here's what I wrote. Check it out.
Fine. So you might even say the origin and went 2.5 meters to the right. Okay, very good. Now B is this next. I'm gonna do it. I guess I'll use red here. So you want to say that he started 2.5 meters, and where did he end? What's the Y value that he ended at there?
The Y value at the end is 10.
Yeah. So we also need to give time. So we need to say, we also need to talk about time. So there's a little bit more here. So we'll say in the first 2.1 seconds. All right, now, so for B, we have to do the same thing. We have to indicate that for 1 second, and the reason I know it's 1 second is, well, actually, I don't know. Mm, it's a little less than a second, but we want to talk about time as well. So maybe say half a second. So this red, retirement's red. So you want to talk about, you want to basically repeat here, and you would say in the next 0.5 seconds, or however much time you think has passed, he started at 2.5 meters and went to 10 meters to the right.
All right, so he started at 0, went did we say 2 or 5 meters? Um, then he finished at 10 meters. Okay. Is it I don't 2.5 meters, I guess I'll say 2.5.
Actually, we don't have to talk about time. So we'll just say he started at the origin. So we don't need to give time.
And then for where he is for like 10, do I say he went up like I don't know how many meters he
So he was at 2.5 and now he's at 10. So how far did he walk? What's the difference between those?
he walked 7.5 meters?
There you go. So he walked 7.5 meters to the right.
Here's what I wrote so far. I don't know how to mention that he walked 10 meters. I don't know how to mention that in there.
Okay, so he didn't start at zero though. Where did he start in this next
The
section?
origin
Nope. Where was he? Like you have to go by where he ended. Where did he end the previous one?
at 2.5 meters.
There you go. So he started at 2.5 meters and went to the right. How far? And you wrote it here, 7.5 meters. Do you see how this is exactly the same as the previous one in terms of the words? You're just filling in like where he started and where he ended.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so region C, region C, where did he start? Where did he end?
So he started at 10 meters, and then he finishes at, I don't know, like I guess at 5. Because
So you're
he,
saying he finished here, right here, where the other red dot is?
no, I mean,
So what is the other red dot? Where, you know, again, just where did he end? What's the Y value there? What's the Y value there?
that's 10, so 10.5.
10. It's just 10.
Okay.
It looks like a horizontal line to me. So you're basically gonna repeat exactly what's here, except does he go anywhere?
No,
Yeah. You can just say that like he started at whatever distance this is, which you know, and he ended there. Basically didn't go anywhere. So you can say that as well. Um, or just put something down that basically says like he didn't go anywhere. Started and stopped at the same place.
all right. I just typed something.
There you go. That works. Okay. Now for D, we're using the same, we're back to the language that we were using, which is what did he start at? What did he end at? And did he go left or did he go right? So let's look here. Tell me what he started at. What's the distance?
The distance is 10,
And what did he end at?
14, 15, 14 and a half, 14.5.
The Y value. The Y value. What's the Y value there?
The Y value, I don't. 15?
This is the X axis.
Oh,
What is the Y value? The Y value is over here.
0.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
thank God.
so there you go. You can say what he started at and went to 0. So how far did he go and in which direction?
He started at 10,
Good.
and then he walked. Um, then he walked like to get to 0 again. I don't like 10 miles again, 10
So
meters
he didn't go right because he's already to the right. Which way must he have gone?
left.
There you go. So now you got to say that. You're basically repeating B. Uh, he where he started, not he went blank meters to, and then you have to indicate direction, whether it was left or right.
So he walked 10 meters to the left to
There
get
you
back
go.
to his origin.
Yep, that's exactly right. So give me a sentence that says that.
Oh, I spelled origin wrong. It's okay. You'll like we'll edit it. But I typed it.
Good. I can certainly correct that. All right. Very good. Okay. So in this next section, E, is he moving left or right?
He's moving to the right.
So why was he moving to the right in these first sections? What do you notice about where these are relative to zero?
Uh, I don't know.
Okay. Well, you got to tell me what you see on the graph. I mean, I like
On the
there's a
graph,
big
I
difference.
see him starting at 0. He walks to 2.5 meters.
How do you know that it's 2.5 meters to the right? What is it that
I
tells you that?
don't.
Okay. So if it's above the x-axis, that's to the right.
Yeah.
His position's to the right. So once he gets back here, he's now moving left because he's below the x-axis.
Okay.
All right. So we'll pick up here next time with E and then F. And so we've got uh, some more questions to answer based on what you did right here. These will go pretty quickly. And then if I look back at the sorry, there's only one more grouping of questions. So we'll probably finish this next time, I would think, if you're just kind of calculating, lessons needed. So um, and maybe we'll get some English done next week as well, depending on what feedback you get. All right, but we're going to stop there for today.